Hello and welcome to Movie Reviews 101, the 5 reasons to be excited for 65. 65 is coming to the cinemas this week, and it looks like it's going to follow in the traditions of a sci-fi horror movie where one person needs to protect a younger person from deadly unknown enemies. We have previously seen this in the likes of an Aliens later in the movie. I know we have the soldiers and like other things have done it, like Pitch Black, but this one looks very Solo March, so though it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm quite excited to see this, and we know that this month is completely packed for movies. This is only for speculation reasons, and anything that I may mention has been seen in the trailers, so there'll be no spoilers for the actual movie. So here are the 5 reasons why I'm excited to see 65. Number 1. Dinosaurs. Ever since Steven Spielberg and Stan Winston's team changed how we saw dinosaurs on the big screen in Jurassic Park, we've been given plenty of brilliant dinosaurs appearing on screen. Even if the movies don't live up to the same expectations than the original Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs have always been a major selling point, and every movie in the Jurassic franchise has had amazing looking dinosaurs, whatever people want to say, and there's been other movies that have played around with the idea of dinosaurs, and even if some aren't as good, they use the dinosaurs for the big selling point. Now I also think this movie has a bit of a spin on Planet of the Apes, but with dinosaurs, as it does seem to follow the astronaut pilot that finds himself in a new world that is being advertised as travelling through time. While this one looks to go back in time, there could easily be like a full circle where dinosaurs have regained power, which feels like there might be some human characters that we will meet along the way. That again is pure speculation, I don't know, but I feel like this could all work together to make the dinosaur side of this movie a lot of fun. Number 2 is Driver at the Wheel. Adam Driver is one of the most respected actors in Hollywood at the moment, and he has such a big following. But when you dive a bit deeper into his filmography, you'll notice that a lot of his movies are more ensembles or partnerships. There's not been many pure solo movies by him, and I know we have seen him in space and sci-fi with Star Wars, that trilogy that has people breaking their backs on the internet, but this is going to be a chance to see him have a bit of fun as a solo lead in a movie that if it tanks, it's not going to affect him. If it's successful, it will open a brand new door for him, and I think we could see a lot from this movie. It looks like it's going to be fun as long as he goes in and has a lot of fun with it and holds himself high as the action star that it looks like it wants him to be. I think this could be exceedingly good for him. Number 3 is it's an original movie. March is packed with movies this month, and you look at it and we've got franchise sequels all over the place. We've got Creed 3, we've got Scream 6, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, John Wick Chapter 4, and in the UK we finally get Pearl. Yes, it's a prequel, so that's going to count into this decision. 65 is just one of the very few originals that's coming out this month that feels like it's more a cinema big budget movie. I think this is probably going to have a bit smaller budget than the rest, obviously it will, but it's still going to have a little chunky budget compared to most of the movies out this month. We've all had a couple of very good original movies this year with the likes of Megan, and Megan, that's been the best probably at the cinema. But it is nice to see original movies, nice little low budget horror. So I think this is going to make a big thing to get excited about, because if we're only watching the sequels, we're not going to get these originals anywhere. Number 4 is the writing team. 65 is written by the team that brought us A Quiet Place, Brian Woods and Scott Beck. So we know that these guys can put a good script together, and while I say that, I realise A Quiet Place doesn't really have much talking. But anyway, the idea is to create the atmosphere that the movie is trying to have, and they seem to be working well together. So it's time to get to step behind the camera. So we do have a lot of expectations on them, but we always like to see the pedigree of the people, and we know they've done something very special. So that is a good plus point, and definitely a reason to be checking out 65. Number 5 is short and sweet. 65 is going to be the shortest of the big movies being released in the cinema in March, and it's been a talking point for a while between the cinema audiences, the length of movies, and while this one looks like it's going to be clocking in at just over 1.5 hours, which is like perfect for a nice tight little action horror movie, a lot of movies recently have just been very bloated. You look at the likes of Avatar being 4 days long seemingly. Other movies you get in 2.5-3 hour movies that just don't feel like they justify it quite. We've seen some trim it down a bit, like even Scream 6 is due to be over 2 hours, which is very unusual for a Scream movie. So yeah, it's nice that we're going to have a short sweet movie that's going to keep everything contained and hopefully not have too much filler, and we can just rely on the actions and the dinosaurs. So finally, I'll ask you the question: what are some of the reasons that you're excited to see 65? And are you going to go and watch it at the cinema, or will you wait for a later date to see Adam Driver fight the dinosaurs? I'm just going to leave you by saying thank you for watching and listening, and until next time, goodbye.